Hello, this is Dylan Navino and I'll be talking about Italy. While Italy remains an NDC, it struggles in various social trends due to their low birth rates, high elderly percentages, and economic mobility. First off, we're going to look at how Italy's crude birth rate is extremely low. As we can see, it's a 7.92. Now compared to Somalia's crude birth rate, it's a 43.661. That's high, but on the other hand, Italy's is extremely low. Now we're going to look at a graph here. And you're going to see since 1960, it remained very good, around 18 per 1,000 people, crude birth rate. And it just drops ever since. And before 1960, we could tell that the war had a big impact and that economically, and people were having more babies, they could afford it because they were back from the war. But no more war, and you can tell that ever since they've been laying low and it's just been dropping ever since. So what does this mean for Italians? Well, 65 years or older, 22.4% of Italy's population is over 65 years. And that's due to the fact that they just aren't having any more babies. They are a very old country, and that has remained at 20% for over a decade. And ages 0 to 14, there's no actual growth since 1999. Only 14%, and that's very low. So we're going to look at the graph to the left. We're going to see from 85 to 89 to 10 to 14 that male, female, they're both relatively similar, and that's not, but they're still pretty old. I mean, they average around 45, and as we look to the right, we can tell in stage 1 pre-modern, it was consistent, and then you can see a spike just ever since the year around 2010. You can tell just drops dramatically, and currently right now the crude birth rate and crude death rate are relatively similar because they're stage 4, and this is their total population right here. We can tell that is very low. So don't panic, because their life expectancy is 83 years old. Compared to the rest of the world, that's 71.4. That's pretty good. These people are enjoying that. So what's their secret? Well, Italy's the second healthiest country in the world, only behind Singapore. Italians after meals walk around the scenery of their home. Well, they have the Eiffel Tower, they have the Colosseum, they have many exotic places that people can go to just to walk. So they can probably be healthy, other than be sitting at home and eating more Mediterranean cuisine. However, Mediterranean cuisine is a healthy diet, including fish, fresh vegetables, fruit, and olive oil. So, their technology is extremely good. It gets better every year for Italy. Well, because they upgrade their jobs, technology, and maintenance. And other countries, however, not so much. Iceland, they really don't have it much. That's all you can see from them. Nigeria, I don't even know what that is. They just aren't economically advanced like Italy is. Same with Iceland. So we're going to look that they are 1.8 compared to United States 18 trillion. That's not bad. They're in the top 10. They're ranked 8th. And they have a 2.5% GDP, which is pretty good. And they're a top 10 country, and they still remain to be an NDC. So their GDP per capita, Italy is 35,925.90, and Luxembourg, you can tell, is 110,697, and that's really good. Their GDP is right where it should be, and they remain to be an MDC. However, Italy has a huge economic gap. They have very rich places and very poor places, including Bolzano and Liguria. And that can be a huge gap. They don't tend to care for some other cities that they do for others, and that is very bad, and it creates morale that you don't really want. So the pros, they have healthy people, they're a rich country, and they're above average in technology. They have successful GDP and a lot of tourism. The country is actually really beautiful. The cons, they're a very old population. Italy's getting older, not younger. They have a gap, poor, rich, who doesn't? CBR is low, CDR is low, they're stage 4, stagnant reduction in births. However, just look at that. It's a very beautiful place. Thank you.